Alrighty, so today we're gonna do a full glam, soft glam makeup look, and I'm going to start with my eyes, and I'm gonna be filming side by side, so you'll kind of see a little bit of behind the scenes. Next up, I'm gonna be using a concealer on my eye, just to like mattify and have a clean canvas. And then I'm just gonna blend it all in using a brush. Same thing, other side. Okay, now that we have our concealer on, I am going to use compact powder and a little powder puff, and then just set my eyes so we have a nice base. Alrighty, now that we have this base, my next step is to use this NYX palette, which is pretty colorful, and use the lightest shade of pink, which I have over here. Just try it a little on my, whoops. Just try it a little on the back of my, just try it a little on the back of my wrist, and then just softly just go ahead and make that inner crease. So this will be our transition shade. And then I'm gonna be using a precision brush, I'm gonna be using a precision brush like this, and I'm gonna picking up the same product and just put it a little above where you would put your eyeliner. And then do the same on the other side. Now what I'm gonna be doing is using this purple eyeliner and just use a close-up mirror and try to draw an eyeliner and keep your side brush handy so you can smudge it out. And then we're gonna do this same thing again, just to build some depth. And bring it about halfway through the eye and smudge it out right again. I feel like this is a proper intensity that we're looking for. I'm gonna be repeating the same on the other eye. And here I go, I break my pencil, which is pretty not nice, but here we go. Now what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be using a fluffy brush again and just like blend out something which is not blended. Next up, I'm gonna take the precision brush again and use this light purple on the inner side. And then do the same on the other side. And then I'm gonna be using this sparkly purple, picking it up on the brush and putting it on the same purple eyeliner that we've put with light hands. And then pick up more as you need. Okay, now you take the fluffy blending brush again and pick up some light purple and just blend out the whole thing towards the outer corner. And then do the same thing on the other side. And that is our purple eye base. And then just to create some effect, what I'm going to do is, first things first, clean up the precision brush, and then I'm going to be using the same concealer that we used, and just use this precision brush and try to draw a little bit of a crease, but not like all the way through. Okay, now that we have done this, we'll check it in the close-up mirror. Sometimes like the farther mirror isn't accurate. Okay, so now that we have this, I'm going to use the fluffy brush and then just clean it. You really only need like 2 brushes, max 3 brushes for this whole eye look. So don't worry if you don't have like fancy tools. You don't need fancy tools for this. And then we're gonna be using the same compact that we use as a base, and just like mattify this so it's not wet. Same thing here. And then now I'm gonna be using, so enough of the color, because too much color isn't good either. So now I'm gonna be using a little bit of shimmer and just using my finger, not a brush, and then just like dabbing here on the crease. Try to see that you don't do like the shimmer on anything above the crease, because then you're not gonna like the finishing of it. And just play around, listen to your heart. And then this is practically it, but I'm gonna go ahead and use a precision brush again, clean it nicely, and use the same product, the same sparkle, and like make sure you're dabbing it all nice and sweetly. And here we have it. You can either stop here or you could take it to the next level. I like to take it to the next level and use this glittery liner, and then just literally draw the curve of the crease that we drew. And then like kind of like let it like fade. Okay, loading the liner liner brush once in the container should do. I'm just loading it up so that I get really nice product, and then do the same thing again, and you're good to go. This is your final eye look. I really like it. Now I'm going to film the start of the video over here so that like I can put like this iClip towards the start of the video. And then I'm gonna be finishing the rest of my makeup, so I'm gonna be filming that too. So now I'm gonna be filming the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I have used a Power Grip setting spray. You can also use this as a setting spray, but you can also use it as a base. So I'm gonna be filming a video for that. So here we go. First things first, I am going to use my favorite moisturizer, which is the Nivea moisturizer. I only take a little and then just warm it up in my hand. Smear it all over my face. Okay, now that we have it, okay, now I'm gonna be filming this video. What do I say? Okay. I just repurchased my e.l.f. Power Grip setting spray for the second time, and I really liked it. The first time I used, oh my god, this is not going right. Okay, so this is pretty hard. Okay. Okay. Now I think it'll be perfect to film. I just purchased this e.l.f. Power Grip setting spray for the second time, and it is so good. I really loved it the first time, and I finished the whole thing in under 2 months. And I like to use, the best part about this is there's oil layer on the top and water layer on the bottom, and when you mix it like this, it all like mixes in and gives you a nice sheen glow. I have only moisturizer on my face except for my eye makeup, and I am gonna be using a little bit of this setting spray, yes, setting spray at the start of the makeup, so I have like a nice glowy base. It's really multi-purpose, so I like to go in and just spray. It has a very fine mist, like I don't know if it's visible, it's a very fine mist. So I really like to like drench my face in it, and then I like to fan my face with it, and then I like to fan my face with a fan, and the product will be dry and still give you that wet, like sheeny glow. Next up, I have some imperfections on my face and I wanted to go with a not very high-end product, but I still wanted some high coverageness, also some luminosity for my dewy soft glam makeup look. And I was looking for the perfect foundation, and I came across e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation during my research. So I am going to be trying the product out and giving my true opinion on how it is. I usually use Estee Lauder as my foundation, so I'm gonna be seeing how this one works. So I just opened up the pack and I'm taking some product over here on, this is just a leftover, this is just leftover concealer. So I'm gonna be using this much product. I feel like this much should do. If needed, I'll get more. And I'm gonna be warming up the product like this with a brush and a palette. And then I'm gonna be going directly on my problematic areas. Oh my god, look at like the skin shade match is amazing. You can't even tell like I'm putting product on. Well, over here, yeah, because I'm tanned, but oh my god. This is my first impression, by the way. Like, I just opened up the pack and I was just looking forward on how it's gonna be. Oh my god. Yeah, this side isn't very problematic, but it's still okay. I'm not gonna be using it on my under eyes, maybe on a little bit on my nose. Just because we're gonna go in with a concealer later, so I don't want it to get cakey. But you see this? Oh my god, it's just perfect. And it still retains that glow from within. And yeah, I like it. It's a nice shade match for sure. And when you see my forehead is a little darker than the rest of my face because of summer tan, but that's okay. I think it's gonna be a nice foundation, everyday soft glam foundation. And it is definitely buildable coverage. I only took a little because I knew during my research I saw how people were using just a bit and it covered their whole face, so definitely worth it. Oh my god, yes. So let's just talk about the shade. First things first, before the shade, it is medium buildable coverage. It is definitely long lasting is what it claims, and I have seen during my research people do say that it's lasting them all day long, so that's that. And then it also has 1% hydrating hibiscus complex, so good ingredients. And my shade that I am using is 31 medium neutral is my shade, and it covered all my blemishes and dark spots. And yeah, so look at the glow. Buy it if you want to. I just tried it on and I really loved it. Okay, perfect. So now that this video is done, and I truly gave my honest opinion, I opened the pack in front of y'all and you saw how nice it was. So definitely a product that's gonna go well with like, you know, summer tan. What I am noticing, however, is this is a buildable coverage product. It didn't cover it didn't give me the coverage that I do look for, so I feel like a second round would be worth it. So what I'm gonna do is instead of the second round, I'm gonna like give it a fair chance, just the one layer, and then I'm gonna be using my concealer mixed up, so it'll also add a little to the coverage that we're looking for. I am going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24 hour full wear concealer. I've been using it for about 2 months or so, and I've been liking it. So what I like to do with this concealer, it is a little bit brightening, so I like to just apply a little on my under eyes and then a little on the areas that I do sometimes need more coverage. Just spot conceal, not too much, and just leave it dry, let it dry for a bit. And also while it's drying, I'm gonna be using a little bit of fixing spray just in between, just so it dries down good. And I use a handheld fan. What's going on? Oh. And I use a handheld fan to fan the concealer out, let it dry. And while it's drying, I am going to be using a little bit of bronzing on my face. So our next step is to bronze the face. So I use the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush bronzer. I think my shade is 2 medium. Yes, it's 2 medium. And I'm gonna be bringing the depth and the definition of my chiseled face back again, and just dabbing motion, no dragging motion. And then it's okay if you like swipe a little over here, that's no problem, because it's literally just like putting it in your hairline, so it's not an issue. And I'm gonna be doing the same thing on the other side, and then just dab dab dab, dab dab dab, dab dab. And then I like to do a little bit of bronzing on my nose, but not the way people like draw a line. That's just not my style. I just like to do a little bit of bronzer, just rub it out over here, just so it gives you like a nice like sun-kissed suntan look. And I like to bring it about halfway down my eye. Just draw an imaginary parallel line and then just do this. That's your bronzing. What you can do, like now that we don't have not much product left or loaded onto the brush, then I just simply draw, just rub the brush over here on your jawline, so it just defines the sharpness of the jawline. And that's about it. And what I also like to do is just with an empty fluffy brush, which is not loaded with any product, I like to just like fluff it out so there's no like harsh like bronzing effect left, if there's any, and if not, that's okay too. Now that this is still drying, what I'm gonna do is, and I'm gonna use a powder, like a matte powder blush, and I'm gonna use just a fluffy brush, load some powder brush on, and then just simply dab a little bit over here. Do the same on this side. And then now that this is done, I'm gonna be using concealer blending brush to, if I can find it. I'm gonna be using this concealer blending. I'm gonna be using this concealer brush just to blend out the inner corner of the eye, and then just dab 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 all your way out to the eye, and then just make sure you're not like overlapping the eyeliner part of it, and then just like bring it a little down and blend it into your concealer, blend it into your bronzer and your blush. Do the same thing here. Bring it out, blend it nicely. And I also am going to check it out in a closer mirror. And yeah, this is proper. And we're going to be doing the same for here. Now what I'm going to do is again, use your compact powder, load some onto a powder puff, dab some on the back of your wrist, and then go in, look up, and then go in and set your concealer so that it doesn't move, and then do the same on the other side. There you go. And then don't use the powder puff for the chin. Instead, go in with maybe a foundation brush which is clean. If it's not clean, you can just take a makeup towel and clean the brush. Just rub some and just clean some. Even though you think it's clean, there will be leftover product that will be coming out, and that's okay. So then you go ahead with a clean brush and just load some product on, compact on, dab some on the back, and then go in and dab some here. And then also like kind of remove any harsh lining if you see any. And then what your next step is going to be is to melt all the powder that you just put on. So that's that. And then you can like fan this whole makeup look out so it like sets in place with the help of the setting spray. That's gonna dry down. So meanwhile the setting spray is drying down, I'm just gonna use an empty unloaded powder brush and just use the same powder that you dabbed on the back of your wrist onto your T-zone here, just so it's not like super duper oily looking. And then if needed, take some translucent pressed powder. I'm using the one from NARS. It's called the NARS Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Powder. And then just lightly just dab. Now that the step is done, you can stop here or go in and do the finishing touches, which is using powder puff. I like to spread my eye so that I can get onto the waterline of my eye, and use a purple liner to just pack the look together. And you'll see a minor difference, but it's gonna be a difference when you go out in the sun or like you're doing like flash photography. It's gonna come out. There we go. So this is it. And then you can also do a mascara just to like have your eyes like winged. So I like to go in with the Telescopic mascara from L'Oreal Paris. And then don't forget your bottom lashes. Don't load a lot of product on. There we go. So this is going to be your sharp, soft eye look. And then now the last thing what we're gonna do is I'm gonna be doing a lip combo, and I'm gonna be showing you my favorite lip combo that goes with any makeup look, and that is going to be with this lip liner. It's my favorite lip liner of all time. You can see how tiny it is, and it's not even my first one, it's like my third one, and I already have a backup somewhere over here. Yep, I already have a backup. I love it. I'll tell you the name at the very end of the video, so keep watching. And so I like to just line it like this. It's a perfect like cool tone, not too cold, but not too warm either. It's perfect for everyday looks or glam up look. And today I am going to be using a glam up lip combo. So this is going to be my next favorite product when it comes to lip. You just wait and watch. There we go. I love this look. You can either stop here or top it up with whatever gloss you like. I'm just gonna use a Gisou gloss. Perfect. And here we have it. Final look. Okay, so every time I wear this highlighter, people ask me, oh my god, what highlighter is it? Why do you never show it in your videos? Because I have it packed like this. You know what highlighter it is? The OGs would understand. It is the Rare Beauty highlighter in the shade Exhilarate. I don't know the formula. Why is it so fragile? Like, I don't know. I literally ordered it online and the box came shattered, and that was my experience. But when I tried on the product anyway, it is so good. I've been using this literally forever, and it hasn't budged from this tiny little container that I packed the product in, just because I didn't want it to waste. But here you'll see it in a second. This is already glowing. Just this is just my base, but you're gonna see it's gonna be like a light bulb. You just wait and watch. You see your reflection in it? If you don't, well, go wash your sins away, because look at this. Literally, like it's gonna highlight, like you can see your future right there. Like it's so bright. Look at it. It almost looks like the cheeks are wet and it's like glass skinny. I don't know how to describe it, like glass skin, wet skin. Like I always get tons and tons of compliments on this highlighter, but I don't know how to like show it in my videos because it's a tiny little case like this that I packed it in, because my original container, which almost looked like this except bigger and rounder, from Rare Beauty, it came in shattered. Like the box wasn't shattered, but the product was shattered. And oh my god, like I was so disappointed. That was supposed to be my graduation gift to myself, and it just came in broken. But I've been using it ever since, just like this. And yeah, it was my first purchase from Rare Beauty, as well as a brand. Like have never tried any other products before that from the brand Rare Beauty, and that was my experience. But no hate, I do understand sometimes it's hard to like get the you know, formula right, for it to sit right. I don't know, I've heard the same experience from other creator friends, and yeah, but I really love this highlighter so much. If you really like this as well, please comment down below and let me know what's your favorite highlighter, if you like mine. And I know there's so many people in my friends and family who've complimented me on this before, and I've told them this is the highlighter. Sorry I'm unable to show it again, but yeah, I'm gonna link it, or maybe like write the name down below, and yeah, tag Rare Beauty if you can, and let them know if you have the same experience, and we'll hopefully try something else. Also recommend me your best product when it comes to high-end products. I really love trying out different high-end products and reviewing them and trying them out. No filter, and this is my makeup routine. I think I've nailed it with this one. Let me know if you want a tutorial or different parts of tutorial. No, I'm gonna film it the other way. I think I don't say it right, so I think I'm gonna do it the other way. Okay. Yes, this is the makeup I've curated and I've filmed all the parts for it. So let me know if you want to watch how to get this makeup look, and I will show you all the videos. And I will post all the videos on how to get this makeup look. I am obsessed. Look at the highlight, look at the bronze, look at the brush peeking from within, and look at like even my forehead, super bright and glass skinny like. I'm obsessed. Oh my god. I have nowhere to go. I'm gonna wash this off because I was just practicing a makeup look, and it's so sad. I wanna like go somewhere and do something. It's such a nice makeup look. Like, should I get married again today? It's so good. This makeup look is so good. Alrighty. So all the filming that I wanted to do is done, and I think it is now time for me to go and show it to my husband and see what he likes, what he has to say about it. He loves all my natural, like subtle makeup looks, and this is usually, I would describe it as a subtle makeup look, but today I've tried on something new, pink and purple, and see what he says about me. So see you guys in the next live, and thank you for watching if you have watched it till the very end. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Love you guys. Bye.